Alright, we're back. What we're going to work on next is the lip area. Okay, so what we need to do is bring that up a little closer for you to see. I marked a line. I made the hole a little bit bigger. I noticed I had cut too far underneath, so I had to correct that a little bit. But we're going to cut the lip in. So all that is you make a little bit of a curvature line there, and then you take your knife and you cut one side, and then you go underneath and you cut that out. Alright, just like so. See? And then you just round off that edge a little bit. Alright, so that's all that's done there. I noticed my carving's getting a little dirty. We're going to wash it up later on, and I'll show you how to do that. There's a couple ways you can clean up a carving. I don't think I've really gone over that before, but I will do that when we get to that point. Okay, so that's the lip area. We're done with that. We're going to start finishing up the coat. As you notice, right here is where the crease stops. Okay, so what we want to do is put a little stop cut right there and cut underneath, just like so. Alright, and I did it kind of a little bit deep. Not super deep, but definitely that it's tucked underneath there. And I often find, just let me explain one thing that I've noticed, and I really didn't cover in some of the other painting things that I've done. If I can show this to you. See, when you go to paint the white underneath here, it's going to be very difficult to get paint exactly on that edge without getting it on the pan. So what I've been doing is, if you look at this, I've been rounding off the white portion of the coat, and of anything that, instead of leaving it square, I've been rounding it off. So that's what we're going to do with this particular piece. We're just going to do the bottom portion first. I did one side, and I'll now do the other. Go up here and just cut it out. We can round it after we get the top one done, but again, I want to kind of make that kind of distinct, that we can see that it's supposed to be tucked underneath and that coat's kind of hanging over top, just like so. Alright, and I'm going to do another little stop cut all the way across, and I'm going to recut it just a tad underneath. Alright. Alright. Here I'm going to just round it off a little bit. I'm sorry, we're going to round this off a little bit. And right here, from there to underneath. Alright, just like so. See how it's tucked underneath there? That looks good. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to make our jacket area. So what that consists of is just taking a line, drawing it down, and then following another one all the way around with the curves, okay, and coming back up and meeting it. So this will be on top of this, so we'll cut this out first. Okay, just like so. And you want to get up in there. This is when a little detail knife comes in handy. I usually do everything with one knife, but occasionally I'll use another knife to help me out in small areas. You know, some carvers have a lot of knives, and I don't blame them. I did the same thing when I first started carving. I bought a lot of items that I really didn't reuse a whole lot. And even now, there's only a couple of knives that I use pretty well all the time. And I think in the last few videos you've seen me use stationary knives and all that, but I've been using this Rough Rider that I really like, and I've enjoyed carving. But it is one of these blades that you have to know how to sharpen, and then you can reshape the blade. That's what I did with this. It didn't come factory like like some of the knives can come factory done already, where you can take it out of the package and start carving. That's not necessarily see, we're following this all the way around. I'm going to do another pass here because I want to round that off just like I did down here at the bottom. We're going to take the tip of the knife and we're going to just take it up to that area there. Alright. Again, for the time of for the time's sake here on the video, I'm going to recut this, and then I'm going to go back and I'm just going to round that edge off. So when I come back, that will be all done. And really, then, oh, one other thing before we go off here, before I do another segment. You want to round off that rope like we have here. And what you want to do is go back at an angle, okay? And every 1/4 inch or so, you want to make a line. So, you know, you want to go down here and then turn your knife the other way and go the opposite way, so you have a little bit of a nick in there. Alright, so when you're done, you have a ripple effect, like what you see here, like a rope effect. Alright, so I'm going to finish that offline so I can see it a little bit better. And I'm also going to finish off the white portion here, go back and recut it a bit. And then really, technically, our body portion is done. We need to finish up the beard and the mustache, and we're going to put the eyes in. Alright, we'll be right back.